Hi, my name is Kenisha Duncan, and I'm a procurement officer at Caledonia Medical Center. And this presentation is going to focus on a project that I am proposing to replace Triclosan usage at Caledonia Medical Center. So we are going to talk about Triclosan and possibly replacing it throughout this facility. So we'll follow the following agenda. We're going to focus on like explaining the need. Why do we need to eliminate the use of this product? This will be explored by talking about triclosan, the uses of triclosan, and some of the associated medical complications that deems it necessary to go about seeking alternatives. Then we will move on to the describing the project, and that is going to focus on how do we plan to execute this project, a project of this magnitude, incorporating employees, stakeholders, and patients. The next thing that we'll focus on is the budget. We will review what the proposed budget based on feedback from suppliers, and hopefully this is something that we can all reach some agreement on, and it's open for negotiations with our supplier. Then we will conclude, and then we have a forum where we open the floor for questions if you have any questions and any possible feedback. So, what is triclosan? Triclosan is an additive antimicrobial ingredient that's found in a lot of the products that we use, even without our knowledge. It's included in toothpaste, body washes, some cosmetic products, but primarily healthcare. It's used for its antimicrobial properties. So it's found like in hand sanitizers. It's found in prep that is used before surgery, because infection control is such a high priority in medical institutions that this has been used as a very important product to help to prevent those. So it's primarily focusing on like antimicrobial use, bacteria prevention. So it will be found in those kind of products that are focused on primarily spreading infection prevention and antimicrobials. Now, triclosan, which as I mentioned before, is an additive product, so it's added. It's not the primary product in these products like hand sanitizers and soap and hand soap. So a lot of times people are not even aware of its presence, and not just not being aware of its presence, a lot of people are not familiar with it and its implications. According to the FDA and the CDC, triclosan has many adverse health implications that deem it necessary for them to actually remove it from a lot of cosmetic products and basically a lot of consumer products. And it's encouraged that we try to eliminate the use simply because of its adverse health effects. Now, what triclosan does, how does it affect the health of individuals who are using it or who are exposed to it? It disrupts the endocrine function. Your endocrine system is primarily focuses on like your hormones, and with disruption, you can have different endocrine problems. It disrupts your thyroid homeostasis, and your thyroid controls a lot of things that you may not be aware of, such as your mood, your weight. So if your thyroid is not functioning at optimal levels, then you may have some serious implications, such as weight gain, from as simple as weight gain, fatigue, to other escalated health problems. Now, the specific hormone in the thyroid that it targets is thyroxine, and thyroxine is used for the maintenance of vital organs. So if we are having complications with the thyroxine levels that we are having in our body, then we can see further health complications, such as in your kidneys. These things can manifest in the forms of different bodily complications. So therefore, it's encouraged that we try to eliminate it. Another big thing with triclosan is the antibiotic resistance. We are seeing now we're living in a in a time where there's so many superbugs out there, and these are caused because infections and the microbes, they evolve and they become used to, and they build the vaccines and the medications that we have that are that are targeted towards eliminating them, they actually become quote unquote immune. So they build a resistance to it, and then what you find is that it's becoming harder to treat what was once considered simple infections because it's now complicated. And antibiotic resistance is a huge problem, and it has a lot of adverse implications for patients. Now, some of the benefits of eliminating triclosan is targets like the quality of life. Previously, we talked about like your thyroid function and how that controls your weight, your fatigue, your energy level. So, if you are eliminating something that is going to adversely affect your thyroid function, and then of course you're going to have some improved quality of life. You're going to have more energy, you're going to be more energetic, you're going to find that your metabolism, you're metabolizing your food and your stores efficiently, therefore you're not gaining all those bodily weights, and you're finding that your organs function a little bit better at optimal peak because they no longer have this product that is threatening to cause problems. So you have improved health. It also lessens the financial burden because with triclosan usage and antibiotic resistance, patients are having to be treated with more expensive medications. And the more expensive the medications, the longer time you find yourself hospitalized, which the cost accumulates. So it's a burden for families and patients. Now, how we plan to execute this project is to eliminate triclosan use is to identify suitable replacements, alternatives that provides the same antimicrobial properties and effects without the presence of triclosan. So we eliminate all those adverse health complications and ultimately safe for use in healthcare. We will identify a supplier that supplies these products, and then we're going to review alternative products that are available. So that is looking at different suppliers, looking at costs, looking at the products, because we want to make sure that you're not switching from one product to another that has other maybe similar or different implications for the user. So finding the best alternative, so to speak. And then we're going to look at negotiating costs and possibly signing a contract with these target or identified suppliers. Then we're going to purchase the equipment, the products and equipments, and start the implementation phase that also includes training of employees. Now, the proposed budget for this project is 49,500 total. It includes purchasing the products and the equipment, and this is an annual cost of $25,000. Um, Having a project manager who is going to oversee, manage the evaluation and the rollout of the project, and just seeking feedback from employees and just making sure that things are on track and things are going well. And then staff training. It is important for us to educate people on the need for changing these products, and just so they can better understand what they're using and why, and how it's helpful to them and to the institution in general. And then we have an indirect rate which covers like any miscellaneous costs that may be associated with the implementation of this project. And in conclusion, I just want to say that, in the medical field, it is imperative that stakeholders such as Caledonia Medical Center implement and encourage safe health practices. And one such safe health practice would be to eliminate products such as triclosan because of its noted adverse effects. Therefore, the proposal is aimed at eliminating the use of this product at this institution to align it with the healthcare goals of the institution, which is to promote optimal health. Any questions can be directed at me now. Thank you.